Her Excellency Ms. Maria de Fatima M. Jardam, Minister of Environment of Angola. Your Excellency, you have the floor.
Excellence, Madame le Président,
Your Excellencies, Madam President,
délégation,
ladies and gentlemen, heads of government and delegation,
chers collègues ministres,
ministers, dear colleagues, ladies and
en
gentlemen.
premier lieu, je voudrais vous dire
First of all,
que c'est pas ma langue. Ma langue, c'est le portugais.
let me say that I am not speaking my own language, which is Portuguese, but unfortunately
Parler en français.
we couldn't get translation for that, so I'm going to have to speak French.
Pas transmettre en effet en français.
And I'm very sorry if
J'ai l'honneur
my
de saluer
language goes slightly
au
askew.
nom de Son Excellence
On behalf of His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Angola, José Eduardo dos Santos, and on behalf of the Angolan government, I am pleased to extend greetings to those who have organized this important event, particularly the Danish government and the Convention's Secretariat, for the excellent facilities which have been provided and the hospitality shown to our delegation. Madam President, Your Excellencies, our debates are given focus by the scale of the emphasis which the world places on resolving uneven development patterns and the situations created thereby. We are paying the price of not having cherished our environment and preserving our planet properly. Nevertheless, development can help us to mitigate the direct and induced effects of environmental problems, particularly human development. We must acknowledge the values of consensus, the promise that lies in an ever increasingly responsible global society, and changes in the understanding of where our interests lie, looking for reliable and firm solutions, robust solutions, but these require additional costs. We must accept additional costs for adaptation programs to climate change. Africa's strategy has been designed for African states, including a critical assessment of our own programs, and we have made a sincere evaluation of the intention to provide the necessary assistance to help our countries develop, to bring about dialogue and consensus in Copenhagen, creating a platform which brings us together to create a continent which pollutes less. But we need also to bear in mind the need to adapt and mitigate the unpredictable factors of climate change, itself unpredictable. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, Angola lives in peace, and peace is something that nature needs as well. We need peace because with peace we can do everything. With living in peace, we are now working for reconstruction and growth. And we, all working together in Angola, are ready to work together to address the serious problem we have come to face, climate change. Okunen, in the province in the south of the country, has a problem with rainfall, but 3 years ago the government made an effort to reconstruct the city, and now that city has environmental refugees. So we're living in peace, we are reconstructed, but we still have problems. And we are the ones who created the problems, all of us together. the Africans, the non-Africans, the poor, the rich, all of us, because we ourselves, Africans,
jusqu'à maintenant la responsabilité de préserver aussi
had the responsibility of protecting our own nature. But
fait
poverty
nos peuples
means that
coupent les arbres.
our people have to cut down trees.
Nous avons tous nous les problèmes à résoudre. Alors, je
So we have
crois
so many
que
problems
nous
to
croyons
resolve.
que pour la
I
résolution
believe,
de problèmes,
we believe that to resolve sustainable development challenges,
on peut
we
passer à long terme.
all need long-term thinking. We need to work in the long term for sustainable environments. We need to protect the wealth of biodiversity which our country enjoys. Our country has a wealth, a host of biodiversity. Now, we have adopted a strategy to protect biodiversity, a strategy for climate change, and we have established a designated national authority. So, Madam Chair, Excellencies, we are ready to implement projects with simple mechanisms, with appropriate technology. We are ready to work to receive technology, to develop our work and intervention in the carbon market. We have forests, and we have so much to provide for the benefit of the Convention. But the mechanisms are extremely complex. What we need is simplicity. As environment ministers, we find it very difficult to believe that the problem will be soon resolved in our countries because we are poor. We have the obligation to get out of the crisis situation we're in, particularly the financial crisis. And it's time, we think, for Africa to be compensated. We have a national strategy, Your Excellencies, for our biofuels. This will allow us to develop the production of alternative energies at the expense of fossil fuels. And at the same time, we will be able to create jobs and improve our food self-sufficiency and food security. We need growth, but we need partnerships to achieve this, to develop wealth, to get out of poverty, and to mitigate environmental consequences.